Hi everybody, welcome back to the Seesaw. It is Saturday and I've just got back from shopping. So today I went to Aldi and then just a few things from Sainsbury's, not very much this week that I couldn't get at Aldi, and then a few little extra bits at Sainsbury's. So between the two stores I spent £85, I spent £77, £77 at Aldi, I think where I went now, Aldi, and then I spent £8 and something at Sainsbury's. So not a bad little haul, quite a lot of stuff in. Now this is the first week when the weather has been decent enough. There was football this morning, there's rugby tomorrow, but Caleb's injured his foot. We were at the hospital on Wednesday evening. He hurt it at school during the day, playing football at lunchtime. He went to kick the ball and the ball moved away and he kicked the ground, which is really quite painful. And then by the time the evening came around, it was really quite painful. He couldn't put very much weight on it. So we went to get it checked just in case. Hasn't broken anything, thank goodness, but just needs to rest up from sports for a week. So hopefully next week when he can go back to sports, the weather will still be in our favour. Pitches are very soft for tomorrow's rugby, but they've decided to go ahead because the kids are just bouncing off of walls. We have... how many age groups we had? Under 6s to under 16, so we have, or under 18, so we have, I have 11 age groups that I sort out all the fixtures for them. So just the last month has been a nightmare with everything getting cancelled. But yeah, not a bad day today. Quite sunny and bright. It is supposed to rain tonight, so I'm not sure how much rain we'll get, but quite sunny and bright, almost spring-like out there during the day today. So I will turn you around, I'll show you what I got at both stores, and then at the end, as always, I'll show you our meal plan for the week ahead. Okay, so this is our little Sainsbury's haul. I did have a coupon for Sainsbury's, by the way, so that's why I only paid £8 something. It was just over £10 in total, but I had if you spend £10, you get a couple of pounds off, and then I had a discount for a couple of the things that I bought. So I got a TV magazine, a small wholemeal bread. They did have bread in Aldi, but they don't do the small loaves. And for wholemeal, I just wanted a small loaf. 3 limes. Oh my goodness, as you can see, this is open. Smarties are now doing buttons along with almost every other sweetie. They had the milk chocolate and the white chocolate, and somebody else on their channel recently had mentioned these, and I can't remember who it was. Apologies, I can't remember who it was that mentioned it, but I thought, oh, I'll give them a try. I ate a couple coming home in the car, and oh my word, I'm going to have to lock those away somewhere so that I don't eat the whole bag. Caleb had asked for these Chili Heat Wave Doritos for his crisps this week, and they obviously only have those in the branded stores. So I picked him up a 6-pack of those, and then I spotted these giant Whatsits. I had a coupon for these to try these for free. And I hadn't seen them, and again a few other mums on channels have been mentioning these, but these are the spicy, I think they're flaming, can't even see it, yes, flaming hot ones. So Toney will actually like those because he likes Whatsits, so I thought Caleb can have those, Toney can have those. Some barbecue sauce, some of the bakery Belgian chocolate shortbread. They are my absolute favourite biscuits, and I just wanted a biscuit to have as a treat this afternoon. I'm going to sit down and watch the England rugby game with a nice coffee, and I just wanted something different. So I'll eat one and the boys can eat the others, so I'm not tempted. Some Coleman's mustard powder, curly parsley for Licky, some more Rice Krispie squares. Again, I had a coupon for those for Caleb for a treat. Some celery. This is the Aldi Sainsbury's own version of sparkling apple juice, so appetizer. I need it. I'm making an apple barbecue chicken dish for lunch tomorrow, or for dinner tomorrow. So we can use some of this in the dish, and then we can have the rest as a drink with our meal. So we can use up the whole bottle of that tomorrow. And then I got some paella rice because I need that for this evening. So that was the Sainsbury's haul. And then we go over to the Aldi haul. So this all came to just over £75. So the only non-food item I got at Aldi was some laundry soap, and then I've got the brioche rolls, some wraps, our usual 50-50 bread, fruity water for Caleb, 10 eggs. So our stores were not actually looking too bad. Everybody's talking about shelves being empty, and there were a few things like frozen food was quite sparse in Aldi. lots of empty cages, empty cases there. But otherwise, it was all pretty much okay until I got around to the eggs, and there were hardly any eggs. So I do usually buy the free range. Didn't have them. I needed some eggs, so I just grabbed these. And actually, to be fair, the free range eggs that you buy at the grocery store, it's not like happy little chickens running around in a field and the farmer's wife picking up the eggs every day. They are still in big battery enclosures, but they just walk around in there. But it's not exactly ideal conditions anyway. So I don't feel particularly bad, but I do like to buy the free range when I can. Some crumpets, just as something different to have for breakfast. Racer bars, which are the Aldi equivalent of a Snicker. Some yeast, ridged variety crisps, some multigrain hoops, which are just like Cheerios, sweet chili sauce and some salad cream, some shortbread fingers and digestives for the biscuit tin. We've still got a pack of bourbons in the cupboard. Sunflower oil and vegetable oil are completely out of all oils except olive oil, so I've just stocked up on those. The stock pots, chicken and vegetable, these ones are just £1.49 in Aldi, which I think is a really good price. I think there's 6 in there, and I think they're usually close to £2 at the other stores. 2 cans of chopped tomatoes, some paprika and some Cajun seasoning, and that's all the pantry stuff. Then our usual semi-skimmed green top milk and an apple juice. 4 more of these yogurts, which I am still loving. And I noticed today they had the hazelnut flavour as well, which I haven't had hazelnut yogurt since I was a child. So I bought 1 to try, and then got 1 strawberry and 2 of my favourite raspberry. Got a light, beautifully buttery, a light mature cheddar grated, 2 packs of mozzarella grated, some southern fried chicken straws, some of the kids' smoothies, some breaded ham slices and a tub of guacamole. Then for the freezer, Caleb's completely out of ice cream, so some of the fruity spiral lollies and his usual cones, some frozen sweet corn and frozen sliced mixed peppers. On to meats, I've got a turkey mince. I have 2 packages of the chicken boneless skinless thigh fillets. I've got 2 large whole chickens, both of which I'm using to cook up and then use the meat for something. So one I'm using tonight, so I've got the oven heating. I don't have time to do it in the crock pot, which is my preferred way. I should have grabbed one on my way home from work last night, but I didn't. So I will get this in the oven and get it cooked so I can use the meat this evening. Then got a fish pie mix, or 2 packages of fish pie mix, which is in the right amount to make a nice fish pie for us. And then I got some smoked haddock and some cod fillets. So one of the things I really love is kedgeree. Now the boys won't really eat it, but I did spot in a magazine, I think it was in a magazine, or it might even be online somewhere, a recipe for some kedgeree bites. So you mix some cooked fish with some rice, and you just kind of make them into little balls and pop them in the oven to heat through. And that just sounded ideal for me, for something I could take for lunch with some salad or something like that. So I'm going to give those a go this week. Now, they're supposed to use smoked haddock and haddock, but there was no fresh haddock at either store. So I just got some cod to use with it. It won't really matter, it's white fish. On to fruits and veg. Maris Piper potatoes, along with some salad potatoes and baking potatoes. Some carrots, red onions, a nice big swede. Some corn on the cob to have with our barbecue chicken tomorrow. Some mixed peppers, romaine lettuce, some fresh thyme and fresh flat leaf parsley, a bistro salad and some shredded kale, which is Licky's thing. Mixed chilies, so there's a couple of red and a couple of green in there. A head of broccoli, a bag of green beans. I need green beans twice, but this is quite a large bag, so that will actually work. Some tomatoes, cucumber and spring onions, a bag of easy peelers, some strawberries, some more of the mini British apples, these are still in the Super 6 at the moment, and a net of lemons. So looking at our meal plan for the week, tonight we're going to have chicken and rice parcel, so I'm going to use a cooked chicken, mix it with some cooked paella rice and some vegetables, and then I'm going to make a dough a bit like a pizza base, but turn it into almost like a calzone, but without obviously the pizza-y sort of filling. It's got something totally different inside. It's got some chili in it. We're going to have that with salad tonight. Tomorrow, the apple barbecue chicken, which I'll have with new potatoes, green beans and corn. Monday, I'm going to make a chicken Alfredo pasta bake. Tuesday, I'm going to make Korean mince bowls. So essentially, it's just mince mixed with lots of Asian, Korean spices and flavourings. And then you serve it over rice with some chopped vegetables on the top. Wednesday, I'll make the fish pie. Thursday, spicy chicken burritos, one of Tony's favourites. And then Friday, I'm going to make bolognese parcels. So a bit like I'm making the chicken and rice parcels tonight, I'm going to do something similar with a bolognese filling. I'm just trying to find some things that I can make that are a little bit different. And the pizza base, I've got a really simple recipe for a pizza base that doesn't take loads of sitting and resting. You just mix it up and use it. And I was thinking I could use that for some other things, to have something a bit heartier than like a pastry, but still that kind of dough type base. So I'm trying a couple of different ways of that this week, and we'll see if they work. So that's our meal plan for the week. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you back here on the SeeSaw soon.